Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I'm actually early this morning. My normal broadcast times are 11:30 a.m. every Monday and Wednesday, except for the first Monday in every month, because I am with my mastermind members during that normal broadcast time. But I'm here this morning because I actually, and you guys will hear stuff in the background, I'm trying to locate the video on my other device in order to be able to share it. But I'm early this morning because my daughter has, hope you guys are doing absolutely. Here we go, 1 second. My daughter has half day of school. And so the time that I would normally be getting her, 1 second. The time that I would normally be getting her, I'm sorry, on broadcast with you guys. That's why I say you can't do two things at one time. I would normally be on a broadcast at the time I need to pick her up. I think I said that properly. So, and then right after the time that I pick her up, I have a scheduled business assessment call. And so I said, well, instead of me, not coming on at all, I'm just going to come on a little early and share with you guys today. So I hope everyone is doing well. And I just hope you're having an amazing, or you're in an as amazing space of expectation as I am. Guys, your expectation is everything. I've been able to, build businesses through adversity, guys, through adversity, because my expectation was so high, because I had clarity and a plan, and I was managing my faith. For those of you who have been watching this series on management that we've been doing, the very first series that I shared with you guys, the training that I talked about, was managing your faith. Guys, it's so important that you're able to do that because adversity happens. Life will flip on us. The unexpected will happen. And you being able to manage your faith is what's going to help you to not only overcome it, guys, but oftentimes some of the things that we're going through that feel like, they could be the absolute worst. And this isn't to downplay what anyone is going through, because we all have different measures of life, that happens to us, and also how we process it, right? But if you can manage your faith, guys, it will change the trajectory of what you're looking at. It will allow you to manifest the exceptional in your life and your business, regardless of the adversity. Many times where there has been adversity in my life, where I can remember maybe crying or crying out to God, like, what do I do in this situation? What do I do next? What is my next move, going to be? What are the best steps that I should take in this situation? When I've come out of those situations, they've actually been amazing opportunities for me to change my life. I heard a statement from Miles Monroe years ago that said, frustration is a sign of ignorance, or that we don't know something, or that there is something else that we need to know or learn. So whenever we find ourselves, frustrated in our life and our business, if we would take the time to really manage, that frustration and really look at what's going on, the answers will begin to manifest. It will show us clearly something isn't right in this area or that area. Just letting us know what we need to do different so that we can align with exactly what God intends for us, which is a life of abundance and prosperity in not just our business, but in our entire lives, in our health. Just full circle abundance is what God really desires for us. And so whenever we see frustration in our life and in our business, it's usually just a sign that some information is missing. So for those of you who are able to catch me this morning, as I said, I'm on earlier than I normally am. For those of you who are catching me afterwards because you weren't certain. Hey, Angela, darling, how are you? Because you weren't certain. Hello, all of my replay viewers. How are you? Hope everything is going well for you on today. I'm going to do a quick introduction. I won't be before you guys long. Again, I'm picking my daughter up. They have half day, and then I have a business assessment call scheduled right after that. But I wanted to make sure I made time to come on with you guys. So for those of you who've never worked with me, experienced me, or even been on a live broadcast or come back and watch any of my videos later, I'm Tanya Wilson-Cherry, beauty business consultant and certified life coach. I operate from a transformational space, meaning that my clients' lives are normally changed massively from our time together, not just in their business, but in their life as well, which is so important to me because I realized at a dysfunctional time in my own life that my personal life, no matter how many systems I had in place in my business, my personal life was rolling over into my business. And it became important to me for me not just to fix the things on the outside that people could see, the external things, you know, when they walk in our salons and they're pretty and they're dressed up, or we have nice furniture, or even if we have full staff, but things are really just out of order. Those are the things that matter the most, the internal things. And so when I realized just how important those things were, I actually changed my brand as a beauty business consultant, and I began to operate from a full circle perspective. So I focus on mindset, personal development, and business building, because I believe that your personal life has just as much to do with your business as your business life. It all kind of like meets and greets each other, and they balance and find harmony off of one another. And so the clients that have an opportunity to work with me grow massively in every area of their life. And I believe that it is the pinnacle for why they see such great success in their life and their businesses, because we focus not only on business strategies, but we focus on their mindset. Your mind, guys, has a lot to do with your money and everything else that you set out to do. You build your business based on your thinking and your thoughts and what you think is possible for you. It's the place where expectation lies, whether you are expecting something great or not so much. All of it is up here. It's our thinking, it's our mindset. And once we get to a place where we can change our mindset, anything is possible in our life and in our business. So I help my clients to remove limiting beliefs that may be keeping them from even envisioning their lives different or envisioning their businesses different. Oftentimes, especially here lately, I've been doing a lot of business assessments with my clients, and one of the things that I realize is with my clients is, you know, when they shift their mindset, when there's an opportunity to really look at small things in their business, and they change how they're looking at those operational things in their business, their entire business changes. And so it's not always the next new thing as much as it is some of the things that are already in our hand that are available to us that we can create new strategies for when we have better understanding. And so I help my clients brand their businesses, build their businesses, and profit on a different level in their businesses. I help them to maximize opportunities and find fulfillment in what they're doing. I find so many stylists and salon owners who, you know, are on the brink of giving up because of uncertainty. And one of the things I'm going to share with you on today is managing your money in your salon business. And this is a huge reason why salon owners and hairstylists are receiving burnout in their business. I was on the phone with my mentor, called me on yesterday, and we were talking, you know, of course, about business and, you know, personal development and growth and things of that nature. It's a normal conversation for us, which is why I am very intentional about the conversations that I have. And so everyone that I'm connected to, who I, you know, take time to converse with is adding to my life in some form or fashion. You guys, that should be important to you all as well, because people are either adding to your life or either taking away. So as I'm on the phone with my mentor and we kind of finished up some things we were talking about as it relates to business, where we're at some new things that we have planned for 2019. We're talking about our money, right? We're talking about our money and how some of the things we thought we needed in our life and business, we really didn't need. And so many times it may look as if you don't have enough money to do that next new thing that you desire, when in actuality, it's simply managing the money that you already have. Hey, Daquana, darling, how are you? It's simply managing the money that you already have. For those of you who are on with me, if you've been on a broadcast with me before and found my information valuable, or you've worked with me, please share the broadcast out to your timeline, your friends. There's probably another salon industry professional who could benefit greatly from the information. And then there are probably a lot of other entrepreneurs who aren't in the salon industry who could use this information. I teach principles, so principles work regardless across the board. So if you do me a favor and share. But as I was saying, my mentor and I were talking about the fact that we didn't need as much as we thought we needed in this season in our lives, and it's simply because we manage our money differently. Now, I'm not saying that we don't desire greater, right? But we're able to see things differently. I was sharing with her how, I would jump on a plane and just go shopping and then come back the next day, spend a few $1,000s and come back the next day. And I think it actually we were talking about the quality of boots, and I know that's like, probably a little off topic, but just how they don't make things like they used to anymore. And we were saying that we had so many things that we had purchased during times where we hadn't really told our money where to go. We're talking about really, really, really early in our career as stylists, how we just weren't managing our money properly. Even if we were paying our bills on time, what we were spending our money on wasn't of any real value. And so when you begin to manage your money differently, you'll find that you actually have the money that you need, at least for the level that you're on right now. So oftentimes stylists aren't in lack of money, they're in lack of the understanding of how to manage it in their salon. So my first question to you on this morning is, do you have a designated place for your money to go? Do you have a designated place for your money to go? And when I say that, I don't mean like, do you have a bank account? Because surely, everybody's watching, has a bank account. So I'm not talking about, do you have a bank account? I mean, do you have a designated place for, I don't know how to stop this thing from continuously coming on. I'm sorry, guys. Do you have a designated place for your money to go? Meaning, when you look at your plans for the new year, your plans will tell you what to do with your money. And so this goes to the fact that, so many salon owners and hairstylists don't have a plan. So when money is coming into their hands, when they're servicing clients and guests, there's no designated place for the money to go. Hey, Sojo, darling, how are you? So even if you, I'm going to teach this method to my mastermind members about different places to put their money and different percentages that they could look at, so that when the money comes in, they can say, okay, this percentage goes here, this percentage goes here. Are you telling your money what to do? Or are you in expectation to just make enough to pay the normal bills that you normally, occur, or your normal lifestyle, right? This is when spending frivolously comes in. So I've talked to several salon owners who tell me things like, I'm good with my money. But then when we talk, I find out that they don't have a budget. And so I know that we are a very creative and a very artsy industry, which sometimes moves us outside of creating systems, you know, in our lives because it feels stuffy, right? It feels, maybe it doesn't feel real entrepreneurial. But a budget really helps you to tell your money what to do. And I think sometimes when people hear budget, they think that's going to limit me. No, a budget actually allows you more freedom because you're managing your money. You're managing, you know, where your money goes. So recently I had a salon owner in question about, you know, booth rental or commission. And I couldn't really answer the question for them until I saw their numbers, like which direction should they, you know, take their business. But I couldn't answer the question until I saw their numbers because there's so many salon owners who are paying out 60% of the commission to the stylist, and then the salon is keeping 40. But if you're managing your numbers, you'll know that that's not profitable at all. And, you know, for many stylists, the funniest thing I feel is when stylists feel that the salon is taking all of their money, right? When in actuality, they're getting clients that oftentimes the salon has marketed for, that's cutting their marketing costs that they don't have to do. They're having taxes that are paid on them. They're getting training that they don't have to pay for. And so when the salon owner goes and says, well, I'm going to give them 60 and I'll just take 40, I think in their mind they're saying because they're doing the actual hairstyle, but there's so many more components to that 100% that need to be addressed and looked at. Many salon owners aren't profiting, which is why they are still, you know, working harder than they ever were before behind the chair, because they haven't been managing the money. They haven't, you know, really taken a look at the numbers. And so if you're paying over 40%, you know, there's likely a chance that your salon is not really profiting from your stylist. And so when you begin to manage your numbers differently, you can actually train the stylists who come in and help them to understand this is what occurs in our business and this is what this money goes here for. Now, I don't feel that you should have to do a lot of explaining because you are the business owner. You are the person who has taken the leap of faith. You're taking all of the risk in the situation. But sometimes when you're able yourself to make your staff aware that you're not giving me, right, 60% of your money, this is where this money goes. And so many salon owners are, you know, looking at commission, but the commission that they're offering is slowly but surely sinking their ship. It's sinking, you know, their salon business because they aren't managing the numbers. So when you guys do events or maybe you do classes for your salon, if you know, are a salon owner and you have a personal brand where you do classes and courses for other industry professionals, do you profit from the events? Do you profit from the events? You know, one of the things I am clear on helping my clients to recognize is not to get so hyped up off of social media affirmation. Now, it has its place. It definitely helps the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram, and it helps you be in front of more people. But one, you want to make sure you're being in front of the right people who are actually going to want to do business with you. But so oftentimes, guys, we get so hyped off of managing our social media numbers, and we're not managing the numbers in our business. Like when we really look at it, we aren't profiting. Some people would be surprised to know that they're making $10 to $15 an hour relatively when they look at their numbers and do the math. They would be really, really, really surprised. So when you're having events and you are giving classes, is it profitable? I sometimes see people hair shows and, you know, it's become an annual thing, and I think it's absolutely great and it's amazing. I think it creates exposure, but if you can't measure the number of people that you're actually getting from the event that are actually coming to do services with your business after you're giving the events, then where's the money going? Are you managing the money? Even though there's tons, maybe 1,000 people in your audience, did your ticket costs cover enough for your vendors, the building, food, the time invested by the time you subtract it and do the math? So I'm sharing that because as you're pushing forward into 2019, make sure that what you're investing your time, your money, your energy, and your resources on is actually profitable for your business. Again, for salon owners, if you're paying over 40% commission, there's a chance that you aren't really profiting from that 40%. And for those of you who are stylists who are considering going into a commission environment, remember that you're having your advertisement, training, so many things are being done for you. That's like the exchange. So the salon isn't taking your money, right? They're actually providing you with services that you don't have to do. And if you're in a situation where you're in commission and there are some things that you should be getting that you aren't receiving, maybe it's time to reassess the salon that you're actually working at to see if it aligns with what your future goals are. So many times I find that, as a salon professional who's looking for a different place to work, we aren't even looking to see if the place aligns with what it is that we desire to do. So you guys know that there are different types of salons. Some salon owners simply want booth renters. They don't want to, train. They don't want to leave. They want to give you a key and here's your space. You pay your money and that's it. And that's perfectly fine if that is the business model. But it's important that you find out what it is that you're going to need from a salon before you go to work there, and then see if it aligns up with what you desire for your money and your future goals. Hey, Sharon, how are you, dear? Good morning. Thank you for joining. So my question is, do you have a designated place for your money to go? Or are you simply focusing on, am I making enough to pay the bills? Because if that is the case, one, you don't have strategies to grow your business. You don't have results-driven strategies to grow your business. And two, if you're not managing your money, how do you ever say, okay, I'm going to be able to invest this in order for my business to grow? So as you guys move forward in 2019, managing your money is huge, guys. You can't let the money just come in the door and you pay the bills and then you start a new month all over again. Tell your money what to do. Set some strategic plans and some strategic goals, and then assign the money that's coming in to those goals and those plans or those investments that you want to make for your business. Because guys, we can find something to spend the money on. Y'all tap the screen. We can find something to spend the money on. And I know that managing the money may seem like a meticulous process, but it is a huge space for you to really, really grow and profit in your business. And so if you're not looking at the money, it's going to go, and you're going to do anything with the money. It's going to go anywhere. And in years, guys, years will go by and you're like, okay, I made, this amount, but I only have this amount left. Or none of the things that I actually wanted to do have gotten done. That's what you have to tell your money what to do. You have to have, your money needs an assignment. That's really good, Holy Spirit. Your money needs an assignment. Somebody put that in the comments. Your money needs an assignment. And for as much as you want your money to grow in your life, in your business, you got to manage it. You got to manage it, guys. See, so oftentimes as stylists and salon owners, we're so into our craft. And that's amazing. That's awesome. But if you aren't into your business, you can be the most amazing hair designer, hairdresser, hair technician, master stylist, whatever title you want to put on it. You can be the most amazing person to do hair on the planet, right? and still broke, and still broke. And I don't think it's anything worse than knowing you're absolutely amazing at what you do, but not profiting from it. Not having monetized it in a way that's profitable to your business. So your money needs an assignment, guys. This is what strategizing and planning and reflecting on your business allows you to do. It allows you to get clarity. I had someone call me the clarity coach. I said, I'll take it. I'll take it, because I know that clarity is the significant step that helps you to move to new levels in your life and your business. It's kind of like getting in the car and not knowing where you're going, and having a GPS but no address to put in the GPS. The GPS is going to ask you for where you are now, right? It's going to ask you, where are you now? And then where would you like to go? And when you aren't managing your money, you can't answer the first question. Where are you now? Where are you now? And then where would you like to go? And so this is a huge part of vision. I put a testimonial up on my business page. I was going through my emails and checking testimonials that people had sent me who, either work with me one-to-one in my coaching classes. Hey, Centressa, how are you, dear? In my coaching classes, or, mastermind membership sites. And, I was pleased with one of the testimonials I had gotten this morning from someone who took my recent Slay Your Plans and Profit class, and just how clear and refreshed that she was from taking the class. And it's mainly because we get clear. And so when we aren't clear, what not being clear looks like is repeated results for 10 years. Not being clear looks like burnout behind the chair. That's what not being clear looks like. Not being clear looks like switching lanes 50 times. That all comes from, no clarity. And you gain clarity and maintain clarity through management. It's through management, guys. So as things begin to come into your life and your business, or opportunities come into your life or your business, or new ideas and plans and goals, your ability to manage it is what's going to determine how much of that stuff you actually get to keep. And so what many people are missing is time freedom. Actually, many people are missing time freedom, especially those who are salon owners working behind the chair, or stylists working behind the chair. We're dedicating more time into trading our time for dollars than we are managing the business. And so if you spend more time managing the business, which coincides with thinking and mindset and planning and strategy, if you spend more time doing the other thing, then you're less likely to manage as well. And so what you should be focusing on is strategic strategies that are going to allow you more time freedom to do some of those foundational things, like managing the business, managing your money, managing your faith, right? Managing your results. These are all things that we've talked about in my previous broadcast for the month of December in our management series. But you need time to be able to do those things. And the first thing is really a shift in mindset, right? Where you're in expectation and you're thinking prosperity and not lack, because lack will have you to the place where you won't even stop to manage your business because of fear. Like if I'm not behind this chair 6-7 days a week, 14 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, I'm not going to be able to make it happen. But guys, it's a place of rest that you find when you learn to manage. You actually create more time, and you actually create more revenue, and you do it quicker, sooner, faster, with more grace and more ease, because you're managing, what's already in your hand. You guys know it's like a juggling act if you're trying to manage 50 different things. But when you sit down to really manage your money, most of you will see that you really have enough of what you need for your right now, right? Of course, we all have visions, and our vision is always a lot further out than where we actually are, but you'll actually see that some of the things you need to invest in, some of the things you need for your business, the income is there. It's just that you haven't been, managing it properly. Hey, Carrie, darling, how are you? So stewardship is another word for managing your money, how you steward it. So many times we're asking God, send us more, send us more. And he's like, I'm waiting for you to manage what I've already given you. Show me that you can manage what I've already given you, and I'll give you more. I'll give you more, right? So that's my take on today and managing your money. I asked the question, do you tell your money where to go? Does your money have an assignment? For every dollar that comes into your life and your business, does it have an assignment? That's my take on today. You guys have a super, super amazing day. I'm hopping off, picking my daughter up from early release, and then I have a business assessment call with a client, which I've really, really been enjoying I've been doing a lot of assessment calls here lately, and I've been enjoying them. For those of you who you're like, okay, I know that I need another set of eyes on my business, who can find maybe some of the gaps that can be filled in my business, ways for me to manage my time and my money differently so that I can profit differently in 2019. I invite you to schedule a complimentary call with me so that we can assess what your needs are and how I can help you on another level, and how you can begin to plan for an amazing 2019 with real strategies, right, that work. Because the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to gain clarity. It's the first step to everything, because once we get clear, then I can give you strategies, amazing results-driven strategies that allow you to see massive growth, not just in your business, but in your life full circle. For those of you, you're like, we're at the end of the year, I don't want to take what I'm feeling into the new year. I want things to really be different in my business. I want to manage my life, my business, my faith, my health. I want to manage things in my life differently. Schedule a call, bit.ly/build with Tanya, bit.ly/build with Tanya. You can set up a complimentary Zoom call with me. For those of you who you are just ready, set up a business assessment call where I send you a series of questions that help you to deep dive into business. A call for anywhere to 60 to 75 minutes, and we talk about like things that you can do to improve in your business, and then I give you strategies, like 3 focal points that you can focus on for 2019 and soar, smash goals, profit more in your business. You can also find that business assessment opportunity on the same link of the SOAR call. Some of you are ready. Some of you are like, I don't need a SOAR call, a complimentary SOAR call. I'm ready now, and I want to change the direction that my business is headed. Go to that link. Managing your money. Does your money have an assignment? You guys have a super amazing day. Peace.